Yo, what up, y'all? We back with another fifth quarter, week 2, Wit, season, on here season 3, but it's really season 4, because we did the first season and we ended up rebooting, you know what I mean? So, season 3, season 4, tomato, same difference. But anyway, we here, we live, and, yeah, Claude, we gotta keep the show rolling, you know what I'm saying? We gotta keep it rocking. The league is rocking for a reason. You know what I mean? So with y'all help and mine, with my touches, everything just plays right out smooth. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody looks forward to the fifth quarter. I always get DMs about the fifth quarter coming, when the fifth quarter coming. Some people don't even be wanting to play until they hear the fifth quarter. I respect it. You know what I mean? I respect it. And we're gonna keep that coming to y'all live and direct. We're gonna keep it updated with everything that's going on. That's just what it is. That's what we bring to the table. So when you think of why not leagues, automatically the first thing that jump in your head is fifth quarter, recap, predictions, all of that, But yeah, man, before I even get into the thing, listen, man, Rick, you can't do that, bro. Like, if I pause the game, you can't unpause the game, bro. Like, when you paused the game earlier, I didn't hit that circle button to back out to cancel that until I seen your time started running. You know what I mean? So I would thought you would have gave me the same courtesy. Anytime I play somebody, when they pause the game, I don't never hit circle until I see that clock start moving. Then I know that they back. You know what I'm saying? I paused the game for a reason. I come back, you get a touchdown. I mean, come on, bro. I'm not taking that lightly because I won. I'm saying because, that wasn't cool. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, yo. Like, I don't do that to you, and you paused the game early and I ain't do that to you. So it's not about if you knowing or not. When you say, yo, I didn't know, how am I supposed to know? It's like, my God, you never seen that clock started moving to let you know I was back. I mean, we all know when somebody pauses a game, you get that little 30-second clock at the bottom of the screen to let you know that they back. And if you hit that circle button to back out, you know what I'm saying, then it's like, after a point in time now, the clock gonna start moving without me even being there. You know what I'm saying? So come on, bro. Like, that could have easily, then that did change it. I make you take the lead. I come back, you get a touchdown. Like, come on, kid. Like, y'all got to be more on point than that, man. It can't be, whatever. You know what I mean? You just later for my reason for calling time out. Come on, you can't give it up like that. I mean, I know we all competing, but come on, man. Like, that wasn't a good look. Word. But in any case, man, you know what I'm saying? What you did do when you did that, you kind of got me hot. You know what I mean? So, we got to turn up on you a little bit. But anyway, yeah, man, you can't do that, bro. That ain't a good look. You know what I mean? But let's get into these week 1 to this week 1 recap. Some of these games I already did. Most of these games I did. Some was played after the fact. Like we already did. The Ravens blew out the Steelers. This game was played today. Saints and Colts. This one had this sting. This one had this sting for the Colts because the Colts was up 21-3. I don't know, if anybody was watching, but Colts was up 21-3. And they was looking good. And I told y'all before this game, I said Calm is a better player than what his record indicates. What his record been indicating. I told y'all that when I did the prediction for this game. I said he probably just don't have the pieces yet to fit his scheme. But I said he's a better player than what his record indicated. And sure enough, he jumped out the gate 21-3. And it was looking real good, but then everything just started going left. So if you up 21-3, you expect to win that game. That's a tough one to lose. That's a tough way to kick the season off. And sometimes it's hard to shake them kind of losses. Before you look up, you 0-3, 0-4. So now I think Colts come into week 2, trying to forget about this one. And if he's not, I think this loss is going to haunt him in week 2. But this is a good comeback for Steph Anthony. I mean, Steph Anthony, he made the nice transition. What wasn't working for him in the beginning, he just started doing something else. You know what I'm saying? And he made the adjustment. And that's what good players do. They make the adjustment. But Colts definitely jumped out to a good start. Just couldn't finish. That's a tough one to take on the chin and kick the season off. We had Cowboys and Falcons. We did this. We went over this one. Falcons took out the Cowboys. Chiefs took out the Raiders. We went over that one. P. Earl took out the Packers. That got forced. We beat the Bengals. So we went over most of them. You know what I mean? We did pretty much most of these. Bears and Vikings. BS took out the Vikings, and I took the Bears to win this one too. Go figure, right? I tell y'all, I be on it. I be knowing how my league be rocking, man. I ain't going to be 100%, but I'm definitely going to be up there. You know what I mean? As far as getting this thing figured out, But I took the Bears to win this one. Bears coming off a playoff berth from last season, so I kind of felt like he would come into this game feeling good, And look, the Vikings, man, made them trades last year. They got to turn that corner this season, They got to show that them trades. They got to show that them trades was worth it. Then we had Bills and Chargers. The Bills won 27-13. And Browns took out the Rams. Browns got revenge from the Super Bowl rematch. Browns needed that one in the worst way, and he got it. Now, on the week 2, the current week, we got Bengals and Jets. I took the Bengals to win this, and they almost did. Mad Max, I was looking at your roster, like as we was playing when we played in week 1, and I don't know why you gave up Joe Mixon, bro. Like, that was kind of like a horrible move. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you got rid of Joe Mix? Like, that's why I say some of y'all. Oh, you wanted me to see that score, huh? Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, Mad Max. Like I'm saying, and the reason why I noticed that, because I seen you as we was playing, you was substituting running backs, and I'm looking at these guys, and I'm like, yo, who's these guys that you got playing running back for you? And then it dawned on me when you had Cooper Kupp. I'm like, oh yeah, you traded Joe Mixon. I don't know, bro. That was a horrible move, bro. Like, I would have never gave up Joe Mixon. That combination with Joe Mixon and Chase, that's a nice 1-2 punch, bro. Like, that's why I say some of y'all be making some trades that I just be like, mind blowing. You know, like, you go to teams because of certain players, and I thought Joe Mixon would have been a reason why you took the Bengals, but you shipped him out. And you shipped him out the first as soon as you took over that team. So I don't know, man. Like I say, some of y'all with the trades that y'all be making, it just be like head scratches. But anyway, this your team, you the GM. You know what I mean? But I took the Bengals to win an upset. They almost pulled it out, but they didn't get it done. Jets won by 123-22. Then we had Cowboys and Bills. Bills won 52-26. I don't know what's going on with Huff. This Cowboys team almost had a chance to make the playoffs about 2 seasons ago. And they missed the playoffs by 1 game. And that's the game that they blew to Carnage. That's the game that they blew to Carnage when they had Carnage beat, and he tried to get greedy and call a timeout and pass the ball and threw a pick 6 to lose. Ever since then, you haven't came close to making the playoffs, Huff. So I'm saying it might be time to shake up that Dallas roster because Dallas had pieces over there, man. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, it's just not happening. Sometimes you gotta shake up the roster. Now, when I say shake up the roster, I don't mean have a fire sale. But at the same time, sometimes you gotta make a splash. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Right now, this Dallas team, I think it's time for them to possibly make a move, or at least take some phone calls or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Dallas, but Buffalo won this one in a major way. He won 52-26. I said that this season, this season was going to be interesting because I said guys going to come into this season with a chip on their shoulder. I said guys was going to come into this season feeling good about the success they had last season. Yeah, take some phone calls, kid. You know what I mean? Like, you got to take some phone calls. Just because you working the phones don't mean you making a trade, but you got to at least be, hearing offers or something, you know what I mean? But sometimes you got to make a move, you know what I mean? And sometimes you got to make a move too early rather than too late, But, like I said, I think some teams coming to the season with a chip on their shoulder. Some teams coming to the season with confidence from last season. So, I think Bills is one of them teams. I think Bills is one of them teams that, he fell away, as he should. He was the number 2 seed last year. He lost to somebody that he had like a 6-game win streak over. But you know what? It happens, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, number one, I always say there's a lot of guys in here that can ball. Once playoffs start, the rankings and records don't matter. It's imano. You know what I'm saying? And, it could go either way a lot of times, believe it or not. I'm telling you, I don't care if you're number 1 seed, number 7 seed, doesn't matter. So Bills is off to a good start. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like I said, I think he's one of them teams that will have a chip on his shoulder throughout the season. Colts and Bucks, calm, going against Kyle. Colts lost a tough one last week, man. He was up 21-3 over the Saints, over Steph Anthony. Steph Anthony came back and won. I don't know how that carries over to this week. I don't know if he's still, I don't know if he's bringing that Saints loss into this game against the Bucks. It happens. It happens a lot. Sometimes you get them losses and you just not over it fast enough, But he got to get over it, But I'm not sure. We're gonna see. But I'm gonna take the Bucks to win this one. Because I don't know how the Colts coming into this one. I'm very aware of the Colts could win this one, but I don't know. I don't know if he's carrying last week's heartbreaking loss into this week. So I'm gonna take the Bucks to win this one in a close one, but I think the Colts definitely can win. But I don't know. We're gonna see how that loss affected him. He took week 1, but give me the Bucks this week, 27-24. Next, we got Big Game James. Chargers going against Black Stizar, the Pats. Black Stizar, I need to see you get your swagger back, my boy. I don't know what's going on with you. You lost your mojo. It's like the Monstars came and did how they did the NBA plays and Space Jam, bro. They came and just took all your power away. I'm waiting for you to get it back. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see you compete, bro. You know what I mean? But meantime, between time, I will take the Chargers in this one. Chargers is another one of them teams that I think going to have a chip on his shoulder. Had a slow start last season. Tried to turn it around late. Came up just a little short. Missed the playoffs by like one game. I think that he's not going to put himself in that hole this season. I think he's also got a chip on his shoulder, and I think he's going to come out and make sure he don't have a slow start this season. I'm looking out for Chargers over in the AFC. I take Chargers this week over the Pats by a score 34-20. Next, we got Seattle Beasaronis going against Run Dog, Pittsburgh Steelers. I seen Run Dog get ran down on. It ain't looking good right now for Pittsburgh. They got to come up with something over there and very fast. And I'm not saying that because of this game. I'm saying that because when you get to that week 9, week 10 mark, if you 0-9, 0-10, guess what? Morale's down. Everybody confidence is low. Nothing good going to happen out of that. So Steelers got to come up with something. They got to come up with something quick. I'm going to take Seattle on this one over the Steelers by a score of 45-14. Next, we got Ravens and Titans. This game right here, this game had it all. This right here, I got to say, this is a tough loss for the Titans, man. It's a tough one to take on the chin. And let me get into why. Titans came down and scored late in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Not only did he score a touchdown, he went for 2-point conversion and converted. Was up 8 with like a minute and change left. Up 8 points. Baltimore comes down and score a touchdown, and they convert on a 2-point conversion to tie the game. Game goes into overtime. Baltimore gets a touchdown to win the game. That's a tough one for the Titans to take because I ain't gonna lie. When he went for the 2-point conversion and got it, I said that's gonna be tough for the Ravens to go 2 for 2. And what I mean by go 2 for 2 is he got to get a touchdown and convert on the 2-point conversion. So the odds wasn't on his side. So I thought the Titans was looking good for a second, but then, you know, Ravens showed that clutch gene, man. Listen, that's a clutch gene. To have to score a touchdown and convert on a 2-point conversion and go around and then turn around and get the game-winning touchdown in overtime, that's big. You know what I'm saying? That's big boy football right there. Titans are now 0-2. They definitely could have been 1-1 in this one. I thought they had Baltimore, to be honest, when they got the 2-point conversion, but Baltimore showed that clutch gene, and it's a tough one for Titans to take, man. He's gonna remember this one. He's gonna remember this loss up until he plays his next game. To be honest, he's gonna remember this one. This was a tough one to take. Then we had Lions and Packers. Born Ready going against Snizub. The Packers. I'm looking to see how the Packers could bounce back this season from a terrible last season, but terrible because they had to shake up, they had to blow up the roster, they had to get some cap space, they had to make some moves over there. So I'm looking to see how he compete this year. Going against a Born Ready team, Detroit Lions, who's always competitive with these Lions. So I expect this to be a good one. I'm gonna go Packers in this one. I got Green Bay to win at home. I think they get it done in Lambeau. Very close score, though. I go Packers 31, Lions 27. Next, we got the champ, Claw, win against Rico, New York Giants. And Rams won 42-26. This is a good win. This is a good win for the Rams. This could have easily been a trap game. You know, this easily could have been a game that they look past to look at the week 3 opponent, but they got it done. They the champ. You know what I mean? So right now they'll be taking everybody's best shot. But Rams they moved to 1-1 on the season. Then we got Vikings and Broncos. Rocket going against Carnage. Broncos is the home team. And what do I think going to happen in this one? I think that the Vikings definitely going to have to show that the moves they made last year going to have to pay off sooner than later. You can't afford to come out and have like a 1-6 start. After all the moves you made last year, you gotta show some progress over there. So I'm looking forward to see how the Vikings do moving forward. But I gotta go with Denver in this one. I gotta go with the Broncos by a score of I'm gonna go 30. I'm gonna go 34-21. 34-21 Broncos over the Vikings. Next, we got Browns and Chiefs. Murph going against Baby Boy Relly. And this should be a good one. You know what I'm saying? This should be a good one. And Chiefs definitely would like to win this one. It's been a little while since the Chiefs took down the Browns, if at all, over here in this league. I'm not too sure. But this should be a good one right here. So we'll see how this play out. Chiefs at home, but I got to go with the Browns. Browns coming off a Super Bowl appearance from last season. They took one on the chin to the Rams. They got payback in week 1 against the Rams. I think the Browns come into this game with a ton of confidence. And I got to go with the Browns. I'm going with the Browns in this one. I'm going to go 28 28-17. 28-17 Browns over the Chiefs. Next we had Texans and Jags, and this game was just played. Jags won 50-27, and for the first time in Jaguars Wit history, the Jags is off to a 2-0 start. Boy, oh boy, Jags. We got our work cut out for us. We still got a lot of work to do, but, it is what it is. But Jags got the win over the Texans. Division win at that. So we'll take those division wins any day. Then we got Washington, Money Mascot, going against Naruto. And listen, I remember Naruto beat Washington late in the season a couple of seasons ago. So I believe now that, Eagles got to show, that they can come in here and that wasn't a fluke. He's going against a dangerous offense over there in Washington. But hey man, you in this division, you got to play them twice. You got to make something shake up over there. You got to make something happen. But I'm going Washington, but I'm curious to see how this one goes. If I'm Philly, if I don't win, I at least want to keep it competitive, but we'll see. But give me Washington over the Eagles. 36. 36-19. 36-19 Washington. Next, we got Dolphins and Raiders. Trade Dog 52-7 over Coach Coleman. I don't know what's going on with Coach Coleman, man. They're like he's still suffering the effects from last season. Again, Raiders was 8-4 last season and missed the playoffs. Finished the season on a 5-game losing streak. Now they lost their first 2 of the next season. Now that's like a 7-game losing streak. Major problems going on in Las Vegas right now. And he got to figure something out sooner than later. But I told you about Dolphins, though. I said I think Trey Dog going to have a better season than what he did last year. Yeah, he made the playoffs. He had a deep playoff run. But remember, he only got in the playoffs because the Raiders, the same team he just played, because of their collapse. If the Raiders don't collapse and lose 5 straight, Dolphins don't get in the playoffs last year. So guess what? Miami made the most of it. They went all the way to the AFC chip. Now, I also said I don't think Miami's going to have that slow start this season. I think Miami is going to come out to have a strong start, and so far they are. They're 2-0 in the season. They just blew the Raiders out, and so far Miami looking like, they like the taste of the AFC Championship, and they look like they're trying to come out here and make a statement. Then we got Bears and Panthers. BS going against P.E. Earl. P.E. Earl's the home team. Bears, you in a position where you got them bright lights on you. You're going against one of the top teams in the NFC. Time to show your worth. You got to win last week over the Vikings. You want to know, time to come in here and pull out an upset. You know what I'm saying? As the lights is on, everybody don't perform under the bright lights. Some people perform better under bright lights. So we about to find out what type of person are you, But I'm taking Panthers in this one. I don't know this Bears defense is going to be able to, get the pressure on that Panthers quarterback over there that they would need to slow down this Panthers offense. But that's why you got to watch the game. It's one thing to talk about it, but it's another thing to be about it. But I'll take Panthers this week over the Bears by a score of 42-21. Next, we had Cards and Saints. This is a good bounce-back win for the Cards. They win 34-13 over the Saints, and Steph Anthony could have easily been 0-2 to kick the season off. Remember, I said he was down 21-3 last week to the Colts. Looked like he fell down early in this one, but he couldn't repeat the same success that he had in Week 1. This week he came up short. Good win for the Cardinals. Bounce back from a loss from Washington in Week 1. He comes back and blow the Saints out in Week 2. This is a good win for this Cardinals team. They needed this one. Saints right now, they 1-1. No need to panic, but they definitely look like they got a couple of question marks going over there in that locker room at certain positions. So we'll see how the Saints moving forward. Then we had 49ers and Falcons. DK went against Dre. DK won 41-27. 49ers is one of them teams that missed the playoffs last year. I think they come back this season as well. And I think they make the playoffs, and I think that they make some noise this season, which means that one of the playoff teams that made it last year probably won't make it. Well, will not make it because the 49ers missed it. So 49ers will be taking the playoff spot this year. I don't know exactly who, but, make some room for 49ers team. That's just what I feel. But good one for the Niners. Falcons already looking like they might be having that same problem on defense they did last season. But it's too early to call just now. But just saying, right now, the way it looked like, the way it's prepared, it looked like Atlanta's going to have another tough season on defense. They gave up 50 points in Week 1. Now they gave up 40 points in Week 2. Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. But yeah, y'all, that concludes Week 2 with Week 1 recap. And a couple of games is already played, as you can see. We're getting ready for Week 3. And I'm happy that the league worked its way back into shape, because I really didn't want to scrap this and have to recreate this league all over again. You know what I'm saying? That would have been whack, and that took some serious work to do. But everything looked like we were back on the up and up, so that's a good sign. And I'll see y'all in the next fifth quarter, Week 3. I feel like it's something I meant to address, though. I think it's something I meant to address, but I can't remember, so it's all good. It'll come back to me, and when it does, I'll just go to it in the chat, or I'll just talk about it next time I go live. But y'all keep representing, y'all keep knocking these games out, and do your part, and I do mine, and we fine, and we all good, but I'll see y'all Week 3. I'm out.